Let us commence the rites. Commence the rites. The mood is more dour than usual as you make preparations for the coming rite. A hush has fallen over your fellow exiles, and a sense of dread hangs in the air. At least one of your companions is unfazed. We sense the influence of one of our own. She is nearby, her mind corrupted, calls out, screaming. Canst thou hear it, perhaps? She speaks of Witch Milde, the adversary whom you expect to face this night. That witch she doth revere an ancient god undying and unyielding, on this land and on her consciousness. We may attempt an exorcism here, for the conditions are unique, and she may not be expecting us to be abetting ye. However, 'tis a risk upon her mind and mine own, although a worthwhile risk, perhaps. Bertrude seems to think that Milde can be weakened somehow through the coming rain, and the stars above begin to shimmer with their strange light. There, the star Vishlak, our adversary worships it, and whom it represents. Fixate upon that star-reading one, if thou so darest invoke its power. Do so in our adversary Milde, she shall be emboldened, but also left vulnerable to our own sorceries. We may yet limit her ambitions thus. Bertrude asks you to invoke the star of Vishlak in this rite. With their six shoulders, the bone titan. Your adversary shall all return from banishment when all are banished. Cool. Here's Vishlak. Okay. Vishlak. Alright. Well, let's see what happens then. Is she gonna be like really happy that her god's around? Vishlak. Yeah. The land of sports ball. Look at those cute little faces. What have we here? Ye have returned once more unto our presence. We sense something among ye. Who? Bertrude slithers forth and gazes at her adversary. Thou maggot, we should have known. But Bertrude does not respond. Ye Nightwings, that one shall be of little benefit to you. That one's sorceries are a mere pittance to the overwhelming might of Vishlak. Soon ye shall see. I didn't know I could speak parcel mouth. Reading one, thou invoketh the star of Vishlak. So then beware, though our sorceries shall at Milde be cast into a hopeless doubt about her faith upon her god. It shall be done if we prevail, but only if our own minds shall perhaps be forfeit otherwise. Ooh. It seems that through the outcome of this rite, either Milde shall be permanently weakened or Bertrude shall instead. Ooh. Interesting.
Who shall it be this time?
Whoa. Alright, let's just look at her bio. Very curious. A crone. She was a pyromancer. The crone of the southern bogs always had a way with flames. Left to their own devices, they provided for the Commonwealth some of its most provocative inventions. She is ambitious and discontented. Paganism, yeah! She spread outlandish tales of the occult, which eventually aroused the Commonwealth's ire. She's mad. The record states she acted beyond all reason, that her condition was incurable. She's been here for 52 years? Holy shit. Whoa. She came down here on purpose? Most bog-groans kept themselves, but Milde was always brazen in her disregard for the Commonwealth doctrine and values. Through her studies of flammable reagents, Milde grew obsessed with the legend of the Eight Scribes, especially Vishlak, whom she believed lay dormant and would one day be reborn with newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take her in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. Whoa. Cool. Alright, let's give Bertrude a chance to shine here. And let's do... I haven't done anything with Sir Gelman in a while. I miss my boy. And let's do some more Volfred. With Milde. Whatever her designs upon the rites, they cannot be good. She has dangerous intent. Now then, Nightwings, ye wish to mock Yislok. Ye in your infinite foolishness shall be among the first to suffer. Cool. Oh! Oh, he got me. And he got me too. Ooh, man. Ah.
The path to glory eludes
All
us
right.
all at times.
Have Bertrude banish 7 adversaries. Okay. That sounds fun. I can just do that. Just fuck around for a little bit. Ooh. Okay. I might not have enough time to do that. Because they're kicking my ass. One of our own seeketh ye the lifeblood for thyselves, yes? Ye wretched witch. Tampering with the eldritch forces of which ye knowest not, ye forfeit everything for an abomination from the stars. Quaint. We thought perchance ye sought the true enlightenment, yet ye reveal yourselves to be as narrow as the things with which we now consort. Yislok shall devour ye as the rest.
Ah, the foul witch Udnilda. Would that she served the scribes as faithfully as the monstrosity which she adores.
Let's see if I can... Got him. Got him. I just want to banish some people. Woo! Boom, boom. Woo!
Flung with considerable precision.
Thank you. I can do good job. I can do good job.
There goes the witch Udnilda.
Whoa, what the hell is that? What's going on there? I threw it the wrong way, but it still went in.
Right in.
That was a good fling. Alright, you guys can win now. I've made my money. The bets have been made. Go on then. Whee! Oh no. I hope this witch doesn't
Simply threw it in.
just get me right in the pyre hole. My pyre hole's burning. Oh, ho, ho. Whee! And jump.
That Bertrude's faster than she looks.
Yes, for Crone. She's got some speed on her. The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Foolish imps, untamed, stay back. Ye spawn from Yislok. Ye learn his patience. Oh, look at him. Aw. Hi. They're cute.
Tradition, not some boorish spectacle.
Aw. Oops. Oops. Alright, come and get me. Come on, hurry up. They don't know what to do. You can do it, man. You got it. Whee! Go on. Go on. What is happening? You're just doing a little dance instead of doing the game. There we go.
The withdrawn prevail.
The withdrawn.
Was the will of the 8 scribes which kept their flame alive.
Yeah. Dark eldritch
Ceremony
things.
is complete.
Fools, especially thee, maggot, especially thee. To deign to think thou couldst staunch the power of Yislok, utter madness. Bertrude remains silent in all this. What have we done? What have we done? The dying god impinges on our mind. Begone with thee, begone with thee, begone. Bertrude retreats into darkness. You sense something happened to her after the withdrawn prevailed in this rite. Yes, suffer, for thou shouldst carry always with thee the black soul of Yislak. Remember it, ere thee design to overstep thy bounds again. Bertrude suffered negative hope permanently. Oh my gosh. That sucks.
Always is there greater knowledge.
But
to
fascinating.
be gained.
I'm sorry, Bertrude. And my experiments have caused you great misfortune.
What is it you recall there, my old friend?
The rites demand we act as of one mind, in perfect unison and harmony, and free of any doubt. I have grown more accustomed to being a part of the Night Wings of today. Alright, well you can do... Detonate the sprouts. That sounds fun. Explode your kids. Explode your kids. This land so rife with eldritch knowledge, long forbidden in the Commonwealth, we learn the stuff of fear itself. After Bertrude pounces at an adversary, she instantly recovers all of her stamina. Once per rite, after saluting adversaries, Bertrude turns them into fast-moving howlers. That sounds fun. Be gone from here, lest I reduce thee to thy primal form. Cool. And again, I always forget that saluting is a thing, and I just don't think I'll ever remember. It's just not within me. Alright, what's going to happen here? After you ceded victory to the withdrawn and the rite, there's little time for you to rest. As yet, the night beckons, and the next rite reveals itself to be a vital one. It is already time, reader. Come see for yourself. The coolness of the season now presents to us another chance. He heads out straight away, and you follow in turn. Indeed, among the remaining stars you see one with which you are familiar now burns ever brightly. The path to freedom is laid bare before you. Let us pursue it. Man, liberation rite already. We're just getting like one per stream. This is excellent. I think I'm running out of time in this game. Oh no. Yeah, the fate. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I love them. Boom, boom, boom. Already are the Nightwings summoned back to Mount Elodiel. Picture the rites as a wheel broken free from a black wagon. It is turning uncontrollably and soon shall reach a sudden stop. We should have several chances left for someone to go free. Either us or else our adversaries, but not both. What is at stake each time is further complicated now, I must admit, knowing we have so few opportunities remaining. Those whom we send back into the Commonwealth, should our plans somehow fail, they may look back upon their exile with fondness. So returning to the Commonwealth is not inherently a mercy, I don't think. Moreover, there are those among us whom we count on to prevail on the rites. We need them on the Nightwings just as much as we need them in the Commonwealth. We cannot simply grow our numbers here given the circumstances. And so, who stays, who goes, these choices affect us all. No pressure there, my girl. Now, I don't know about you, but I shall go and take my leave for now. Let's set forth again at daybreak. Uh-oh. Well, she's smiling. Which is a disconcerting sight. Let's get some mushrooms real quick. Mushroom, 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 mushroom. And let's get a little bit of liquid courage. Because we kind of just fucked her way up. You are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is doing just that. Oh my gosh. Okay, it wasn't just an off sprite. It was intentional. Of course it was. Yeah, of course it was intentional. This is super giant. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften to the degree it can whenever Volford is around. If only I could have seen their faces, then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears that they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept those volumes from being burnt to ash. Flame-resistant inks, of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence they did not to stop to think the evidence was fireproof. Alas, that they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. Thy written words, they moved us many times, and many others whom we knew there, in the southern bogs. No matter, dear Bertrude. What's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. Is that not so, while introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas? Perhaps. My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you, not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever thankful for your sacrifice. Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood. Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks? No good at all. They exchange a laugh at this, but then... Oh. Even still, through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us, is that not so? Bertrude. Nay, we understand full well. Thou needest not further explain thyself. There are different kinds of love, Bertrude. Ooh. Is he just like outright saying he doesn't love her? I mean, the honesty is nice and they're not like leading her on, but it's hard to watch. On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood. They each remain silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are. They act well on their own. He puts away his pipe. I am blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth and here as well. I mean that, although I know that is not enough. At first, Bertrude does not seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, Sandalwood, it is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Fulford soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. Two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationships. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. Oh, that's also very cute. Oh man, my leg's cramping up. My old bones. My old 31-year-old bones. I'm like Dalbert Oldhart over here. We're good. Alright, so I don't know if we'll get to the entire liberation right today, but I would definitely like to get like right up to it so that could be like the first thing we do next stream. What was that? Look at that thing. Oh, I accidentally killed it. Oops. I didn't mean it. Once more we sail above the fall of Solium. The temples to the 8 scribes await us at the summit. None have seen the temple save for those worthy to conduct the rites. There and myself. And my counterpart Celeste. You may then wonder whence it came. The cycle of the rites has turned since the beginning of this age, over its course whilst waiting for the cycle's turns. Some exiles thus paid tribute to the 8 scribes. I think the scribes may not have wanted such extravagance, or the carved effigies to them along the way. It is for triumvirs to decide how best to honor the rites. They chose to honor them as you see there. You remember this, of course, whether you even wish to do so. That is yours to decide. The scribes would not want otherwise. Yeah, they don't seem like people who do all this for the fame and fortune. I don't think they're interested. They're a little too humble. So humble. A gap beneath the nameless mountains, since Jody shall gain favor. Pathway on the outskirts, since Tizo. I haven't done anything with Tizo in a while. My sweet child. You make landing atop Mount Lodiel, where Volford pulls you aside while the others complete the post-flight inspection. He puffs at his pipe before speaking out. Reader, as you know, I now wear the raiments once again. This means that I myself may soon be worthy to regain my freedom in the eyes of the 8 scribes. No, however, that is not my wish to go just yet. It is true, I could be of some benefit to our plan back in the Commonwealth, but I feel my place is here for the time being. Perhaps once the Nightwings are on a sure footing in their path, my time shall come. Those are my feelings on the matter, and I wanted you to know. I shall, of course, defer to you. Our path is not to contradict the reader's will. Anyway, I trust that all of you, yourself included, shall find our freedom. Not soon, then by when all of this is over. Ooh, the Beyonder Crystal seeks Volfrid. I'll do that next time. Having completed the post-flight inspection, you and Tizo visit the monument of Goal here in Emperor's Fall. Please tell great-grandfather I said hello, old friend. I hope you are all right among the stars. I don't know if that's what Tizo's voice. I'll give Tizo a couple different voices. You must know why the stars are fading out, because none of us do, and some of us, I think, are beginning to feel afraid. Please grant us courage to press on. That could be Tizo's voice. Soon he has finished paying his respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Goal has shown you favor. You soon shall ascend the mountain, though there is time now to pursue your vocations. Talk. Let's talk. Aw, Tizo. What's going on? Tizo seems to be in the midst of a conversation with the lone minstrel as you approach the two of them. The little imp appears perturbed by something. And above all, he was very, very loyal. Fiercely so, in fact. All throughout the land knew better to underestimate him, in spite of his little stature. Oh, he's learning about Aoub. In that respect, Tizo, and in many others, I might add, your great-grandfather was very much like you. Huh? Tizo seems to be asking Lone Minstrel to confirm he's not playing some sort of prank. Aw. I am being serious. Have you known me to be the jesting sort? Cree whom? Tizo seems to be admitting the Lone Minstrel has always been sincere. Just so, then please do not denigrate yourself, for you are not only his heir, but you are my remaining link to him, and thus to all the eight. And more importantly, you are my friend. Kree-ha! Tizo is grateful to the Lone Minstrel for his kind words, and considers him a friend as well. The Nightwings need you now, more so than ever. Then the Lone Minstrel turns to you. Is that not so, reader? Heartily concur. Tizo not only is important to the group, but seems to need a boost of confidence. He is great. Look at that little face. You concur with the Lone Minstrel's assessment of Tizo as a most remarkable and irreplaceable member of the group. He is an extraordinary imp indeed. At this, Tizo rushes up to you and gives you an imp hug. Kriak! Tizo bounds off happily as the Lone Minstrel looks on. And there he goes. Thank you indeed, dear reader. Tizo sometimes loses sight of all that makes him special. A quality uncharacteristic of his kind, but not so much uncommon among yours. No freaking kidding. Once there was a time when he was the sole imp able to conduct the rites. Since then, however, the other triumvirates have found imps with the capacity for it, but none are as good as Tizo. They make for useful allies, no? More than willing to conduct the rites, whilst having no desire to leave this place, although little Tizo does have dreams of visiting the Commonwealth. In any case, I am certain he shall continue to serve the Nightwings faithfully. The Lone Minstrel bows his head on his way out, bidding you a good rest of the afternoon. Yay, Tizo! Alright, let's give somebody a little mentorship. I think Volfred's still our best bet. He's definitely behind. I should be interested to see which lessons you have taken from the book. You sit down with Volfred to go over some of the subtler aspects of the rite, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it. You sense he is beginning to understand. Banishment as failure is a time for careful introspection. Indeed. Learn about yourself through your failures. That's one of the biggest lessons this game can teach you. Think about why you failed, try to make some changes. Volfred shall gain favor here. Pamitha shall gain favor here. I haven't messed with Pamitha in a while, I miss her. In all my efforts to not choose her, I have not chosen her for too long. I've overcorrected. En route to the mountaintop, you pass by a monument to Leosclorian, and Pamitha happens to take notice. I have to hand it to you, Pamitha. You have a real gift for getting yourself into one bad situation after another. Now here you are praying to the dead to bring the stars back. Is that it? Maybe you'll get out of here this time. Things might even be even worse back home. Soon she has finished paying her respects. As you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Leosclorian has shown her favor. Pamitha gained more presents for the next rite. Alright. I am excited. You and your fellow exiles gather at the foot of Scribe's Gate before an archway carved of stone, where stands the Gate Guardian. Greetings to you, Celeste. I see the exiles of the Nightwings have returned, even as the cycle of the rites begins drawing to a close. The Nightwings accept this as the will of the scribes. The Gate Guardian laughs at this, softly for some reason. And you, Tariq, do you accept their will as well? The Lone Minstrel does not answer her. It is no matter. Now, Nightwings, each of you come forth and state what it is that you seek whilst crossing the Scribe's Gate. One by one, the Nightwings declare themselves. You all pass through as before. When Volfred takes his turn, Celeste stops him. You, I see you wear the raiments once again. Explain. The cycle of the rites is ending. While I do not know exactly why, I have my fears. One of my contemporaries, he who fell from the summit long ago, he lives and seeks his liberty again. He stands against us now, and believes his triumvirate to be the true Nightwings. I remember well the contemporary whom you mean, and the Nightwings stand divided. Yes, and so I wear the raiments once again, and look good doing it. In case that it may help to right this wrong, for I am Volfred Sandalwood, and I seek liberty for each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side and bring our freedom to the people there. She considered Volfred's words for a moment. I see, then. Move along. The guardian of Scribes Gate regards you all, and then she beckons you onward. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Celeste. What is it, Tariq? The will of the scribes. Long have we both followed it. I think you would agree. In equal measure, it has drawn us close as separated us. But their aim now is to keep us apart for another age or longer, then. No, I do not accept their will. Ooh. You blaspheme, Tariq, and at the gate no less. But the lone minstrel simply puts his hat back on. Then may the scribes themselves admonish me until tomorrow night, Celeste. Nice. Willing to do what he wants for the girl. And who could blame him? Who could blame him? I'd blaspheme for someone like that. I'd blaspheme for my wife. I do blaspheme for my wife. Most certainly. Having reached the peak of Mount Elodiel again, you cannot help but reflect on whether one of your companions may go free this night, or remain stranded in the downside as Pamitha did after last time. Alright, well, let's stop here. We'll have some talking to do. We've got the rite to commence on the Liberation Rite. We've got an Beyonder trial to do. So much is happening. Things are really speeding up. I need to put in more thought into the game I want to play next, because this one is wrapping up, and I'm sad because I love it so much. Thank you for joining me. Anybody who was chatting, thank you so much. Anybody who was just lurking, just having some fun, listening, and appreciating this game, I thank you for your presence as well, even if it is silent. And I hope that you also want to play this game and see what happens, because obviously the game is genius. It's calling me out. It knows that I'm failing on purpose. So just think about all the other shit that might happen if you play this game. Make sure to take some time for yourself. Try to get a good meal in. If you can, find a meal that you really enjoy, one of your favorites, and savor it a little bit. Find something you really like and appreciate something small, like a good meal. It means a lot. And if you really think about it, it can bring you a lot of happiness, whether it's an entree, a dinner, or perhaps some decadent dessert. Treat yourself to something nice. You deserve it. I promise. And with that, I will see you next stream. I'm trying out a new schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So my intention is to be back around the same time on Wednesday. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. If you like my work and you want to continue seeing it, consider subscribing. I have got a bunch of stuff already backlogged, and I stream all the time, and I hope you can join me there sometime. With that said, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next stream. Bye.